Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we saw that ES continued balancing in the range from Friday afternoon, and at this point, heading into the open, the market can really make a move in either direction. The sell side continues to be a bit more dominant here, and a break on the downside below 30.5 to 32.5 could lead to some extended liquidation down into 21.75 to 23.75 and 13.5 to 15.5. So in the event that we continue to bounce here and then break down, the next main support area is really down at 13.5 to 15.5. 21.75 to 23.75 is this breakout area, and it can certainly result in a reaction and a bounce on first test. But the next main area of support, where in the short term the selling may shut off, is down at 13.5 to 15.5. But in the event that we come down here and then we just hold 21.75 to 23.75, it would tell us that at least this recent breakout from the 2-day range is still intact. And again, the expectation is that the first test of the zone can certainly get us at least a reaction or some level of bounce in the market. Now on the upside, if we hold 37 quarter to 38 quarter and the previous VPOC at 41, then we can retest 46 to 48, and if we break out above 46 to 48, then we could actually get some follow through on the upside, and that follow through could lead to a test of 52.75 to 54.75, and potentially 59 to 61, depending on just a level of momentum and the underlying strength in the market. So in order for us to break out and get a sustained breakout above 52.75 to 54.75, we would have to see some very strong internals, some continued underlying strength in the markets, the other markets actually holding up well and breaking out as well. Otherwise, this balance can still resolve to the downside, or we can just continue being stuck in a range because there is no economic catalyst really to drive the market big right off the open, or at least any catalyst throughout the day that can really be the driving force for a big move. So at this point, really the price action is the primary focus. We're not waiting for any catalyst, and we know that the market is stuck in a range, and a break of that range can result in some follow through to the upside or the downside. Now Friday closed with sellers in control, so it is best to be cautious on the long side, and just understand that the market is stuck in a range, which means that the mid area, the middle of that range, can be a risky spot to initiate a trade, especially on the long side. On the short side, it's still a bit safer at around the 41, 42 area, but on the long side, you're fading essentially the recent bias, and even short term, the side that's in control, you'll be fading that by going long. So we want to see some signs in real time telling us that buyers are really stepping in here, and we need to see some underlying strength in order to trade on the long side. Otherwise, this balance can still resolve on the downside and continue going down to 21.75 to 23.75, open gap 19.5, naked VPOC 18.5, and then 13.5 to 15.5 would be the the main downside objective if we start liquidating on the day time frame today. So those were really the main thoughts heading into the open. Keep an eye on the 37 quarter, 38 quarter. See whether ES is holding above or below it. That'll give you a good idea of just the immediate short-term bias. Holding below that area tells you that sellers are being more dominant, and then a break below 30.5 to 32.5 would confirm the sell side being in control, and that can lead to a liquidation move down into 13.5 to 15.5. So those are the main thoughts. Let's see how well the market holds up here off the open, and we'll take it from there.